Good playing, Cameron.
Thank you.
So the difference between yesterday and today, yesterday you had quite a bit of wind to play in, I guess. But did you also have to tell yourself that, like, just because you're playing with Davis, it doesn't mean it's a different game or anything like that? Did you think about that at all yesterday versus today?
A little bit. I mean, you obviously kind of have some idea why he's there. I know that I don't know what I'm on the points list for President's Cup, but I think I'm probably somewhere that I could get picked. So yeah, I mean, anytime you get to be around someone like that with his resume and obviously his presence in the world of golf, it's a lot of fun. And obviously I'm glad I played well for a lot of reasons, but glad to do it in front of him as well.
And when was the last time you actually had Will as your teammate? He was saying that you guys would be a natural team.
Yeah.
And when was the last time you actually played as a team in anything?
It would have been my junior year at Wake Forest. He was a year older than me, so that was the last time we played together.
Take us through the Eagle on 13?
13, yeah. We had 136, and I said I was going to hit it about 4 steps long, 140, and a few steps left. So I missed it just short right and happened to fly directly in the hole. So,
what club?
Pitching wedge.
Cam, I know you said the wind. Hey guys, if we can use the mics, please. Sorry.
I know you said the wind yesterday impacted you compared to today, but I don't remember the exact numbers. But I looked at strokes gained for you around the green and putting. Compared to yesterday, today it was completely different. What do you think the difference was for you?
It's hard to say. I think yesterday I putted okay. I just didn't make much. And I wasn't in as good of spots around the green. The ones I missed today, I really was in a bunch of places that were very doable. And yesterday I was in some spots that were much more difficult. So I think that's kind of a place where the stats don't really tell the whole story.
Is that part of knowledge of the course, or were you just playing better?
I just had a little more control over my golf ball and less wind. I mean, that'll make a huge difference out here because when it does blow, it kind of swirls through the trees and does make it tricky. So, I mean, you have some uncertainty, and today, with a much softer breeze, especially the first bunch of holes, it's easier to just be confident in the numbers that you pick and where you're trying to get the ball.
All that you've been through this year, do you feel like a rookie anymore?
In some ways, yes. In some ways, no. I think off the golf course, more so than on, just because it's my first time to all these places. I have to do, in a lot of cases, more preparation just to try to learn as much as I can about the golf courses. But, you know, once you tee off on Thursday, it's kind of all just golf. I think at this point I'm pretty comfortable with that.
Cam, first in strokes gained off the tee today. I think you were second yesterday. Is that when you're at your best? Obviously, it's the strength of your game.
Yeah, I think I've pretty consistently been using that to my advantage. I've driven it very well for most of the year. And, I think the golf course suits me well, and there's a bunch of tee shots that are very comfortable for me. So I think that just kind of shows there. I have driven it well a lot, and that's definitely an area that I've picked up some shots on the field consistently.
I think it's... Go ahead. Sorry, one more. I think it's funny that we were talking to Heath earlier, and he said he like you, rookie, been knocking on the door for some wins, but he says he tries not to think about that. I mean, you very openly are like, if I'm in contention on Sunday, that's top of mind. I wonder what the difference in those philosophies are.
I don't know. I think it's just personal preference. I like to know where I'm at. With a couple holes left today, I was kind of looking at the leaderboard and figured, if I could make two of the last three, I'd have a chance to get in the final group, which is where I'd like to be, because I think it's just, it's easier to play from in front there. I think, I hate to say I'm not like afraid of being near the lead, but at this point I've been around a little bit, and any shot advantage I can have over the weekend is something I'll take.
Kind of going off of that, when Thigala was up here, he was asked about Rookie of the Year, and he, acknowledged that he was a contender, but instantly was like, Young is by far, the leading contender.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you to hear, a fellow golfer say that about you, and what would it mean to you to get that title?
Well, it'd be very special. I know it's named after Arnold Palmer, who went to Wake Forest as well, and someone that was instrumental in kind of building the PGA Tour and the game of golf. So it would be a huge honor. I know my teammate Will won last year, so I'd love to follow in his footsteps there. And yeah, I mean, Sahith, I'm sure is just being humble. I think he's got, every bit as good a chance as I do, really. And I think it'll come down to kind of who plays the best in the playoffs. And yeah, I mean, he's had plenty of chances to win. He's had more leads, I think, late than I have. I've been chasing a lot more. So I think we've we've obviously had similar years, and we'll have to see what happens the next few weeks.
And lastly, not to make you repeat with your multiple microphone stops, but talking about playing with Davis Love and what it would mean to you to make it to team golf, what would it mean if you got that chance?
It would be very special. I mean, I've been a part of a couple teams throughout my life, and it's just very fun. Anytime you get to put on, red, white, and blue is a special experience, and I think this would be on a little different level for me. But yeah, I mean, I think obviously nice to play well in front of him, and good just to spend some time around him. He's an awesome guy, and has been around the game a long time, so that was a lot of fun.
I saw the tee shot on 2 past the cart barn, maybe.
Yeah.
I didn't see how that hole played out from the cart path. How did that hole finish?
I just kind of pitched it over the green, and it was fine. It was just on the fringe, or not the fringe, but the first cut, and actually made a nice 6 or 7 footer there, which I think kind of kept my round going. Mm-hmm. But yeah, a very weird spot to be.
So you hit it off the path?
I didn't know. I dropped it off in the rough. Yeah,
okay.
I had to pitch it under the trees, but it was fine. Mm-hmm. Actually hit a decent shot, and it kind of just kicked a little differently than I thought.
Gotcha.
You mentioned wanting to birdie 2 the last 3 holes. How key was that chip, when you just missed the green? Was that a tricky
on
shot?
7? Yes, that was tricky. That whole location from long is not that easy. We weren't trying to get it there. I was really kind of thinking the front right bunker or something around the front fringe would be great, and then it just took some really big bounces and got back there. But yeah, I mean, that's one. If you can reach the green on one of these par 5s, you're not hoping to walk away with 5. So that was a nice one to make.
All right.
Gotcha.
Cameron,
Thanks,
thank you,
Cameron.
sir.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.